Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. So today we're going to be covering the XRP ETF speculation. First, I wanted to take a look at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index and see where we are, because this is good. So we were over here in the green. Now we're starting to get a little bit closer to fear again. Would love to see is to see us back over on this side. So the Bitcoin ETF, they came out, the applications were approved, and today on the hour, we're down 0.14% on Bitcoin. 24 hours, we're down 1.43%. 7 days, we're down 6.07% for Bitcoin. And XRP, we're seeing even more decline. So on XRP. So we can take a look at the charts. We're going to look at the charts here in just a second. We're also going to cover a couple of articles that's talking about this bearish scenario that we've been looking at for, months. We've been looking at this possibility. So, and again, it's just a possibility. None of this is financial advice. We're just sharing our perspective, but we have found that we are not alone in this speculation. So a lot of red on the screen here, but just want to say from the beginning that this is the best scenario possible. So we've seen XRP price decline. Looking at the screen now, we went down to 56 cents just recently in a matter of the last hour. So we're going to take a look at what this analyst is saying, take a look at what BitBoy is saying for the XRP ETF, and retouch again on why the price is going down. So this guy's going to talk about the price going down, but why is the price going down? We know that everyone doesn't have the time to come over and research news and do all this stuff and learn about cryptos and dig through all this information. So we created a space for everyone to come and look and see what we're seeing as we're seeing it. We can't make videos all the time on every single happening, but we can make posts. So if you want to be better informed, come on over to Market Misfits. So let's get into this article real quick, and we're going to look at the Ben Armstrong article. So this could be setting us up for the opportunity of a lifetime with this decline. So the article is massive XRP correction confirmed amid descending triangle formation. So we went over this previously on the daily. A lot of this stuff we've talked about previously. Just going to go over this again. It's good to see that someone else is out there putting the truth as far as technicals go. On the previous video, we mentioned that we were short on XRP because of this break and because of this sentiment that seems to be bullish, but I think it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So we'll continue to monitor things the best we can. Let's get into this article, and then we'll hop into the charts. XRP could be moving towards a more substantial price slump and a sustained price correction trend following the formation of a descending triangle on the daily chart. Skilled chartist Alan Santana made this forecast in an elaborate price analysis for XRP on TradingView. The analyst began the XRP report on January 1st, the New Year's Day, and continued to update. It's based on XRP's dynamic price situation. XRP forms a descending triangle. Data from an accompanying chart shows that XRP has been trading in a descending triangle since it dropped from 73 cents high on November the 6th. A descending triangle typically features lower highs in a horizontal support line. So this is our break of structure descending. This is our setup right here that we're talking about, but we broke to the bottom on this on a large scale. So we'll go over those technicals again in just a minute. This pattern shows that while the asset has continued record lower highs, it holds firm above the defined support. So this is usually the case, but this is not what happened. The support for XRP amid the formation of the descending triangle has been the 58.92 cent level, current station at the Fibonacci 0.5. You guys, and again, nothing against the Fibonacci and these other indicators. They're just not necessary, to each their own. Not knocking this stuff. You learn to read price action, and that's what we do. We teach people to read charts and to read price action. So when you have price action, you don't need a fib. You don't need moving averages. You don't need any of that stuff. You need a trend, support, resistance, and price action confirmation. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, but let's continue on here. According to him, the confidence in an imminent in an imminent drop in XRP price is further bolstered by a combination of several signals, including a drop below the 50-day exponential moving average EMA, a weak relative strength index RSI for XRP, and decreasing trade volume. So it's quite a confluence of indicators here. So you can see here that this analyst is not just going off of one metric, but he's pulling together several different indicators to come to a conclusion, not just relying on a single tool to, tell you to buy or sell. In trading and investing, you want confluence of information, both technical and fundamental, to support your investment and trading decisions. From January 3rd to January 5th, the analyst updated the charts to present new signals that continue to point to the crash. I'm sorry. This right here, we've been looking at doing stuff like this everywhere, and people said we were crazy. We might be, but this is a reality. This guy has this going all the way down to, looks like the mid 40s down here, more mid 40 cents or so, taking out these lows, just as have been talking about for months. So that's pretty exciting to see. If we continue down to even further and further, then that would, the further we go down, the better. The goal is for financial institutions and banks is to, number one, scare the piss out of people or excite the people with news. And then we get conflicting price action. So if there's an XRP ETF around the corner, why the heck is the price going down? Well, it's quite simple and easy to understand for us. Let us know what you think, but it was at 67 cents. Banks were not going to pay 67 cents. And so we continue to see price go down. Right now, we are at 57 cents. So we've already dropped 10 cents. How much further will we go? Let's see. This recovery only gained ample momentum on January 11th amid the rally recorded by the broader market on the back of the spot Bitcoin ETF approval. XRP surged to a high of 62 cents. Nonetheless, Santana remained confident that a looming downturn, imminent substantial correction. In a January 12th update, the chart has spotlighted the latest rally and XRP's subsequent rejection above the 60-cent level, which coincided with the upward trend of the descending triangle. He predicted a massive collapse. This is great to read. This is not by any, just because we're thinking this way and this dude saying the same thing does not by any means mean that that's going to happen, but things are lining up to where, this is becoming more of a reality than a speculation that as the days unfold here. He predicted a massive collapse for January 12th. Interestingly, XRP dropped 5.32% that day, falling below the 58.92 support. According to the analyst projections, this downtrend will continue for several more weeks, potentially resulting in an XRP collapse to the lows below 40 cents. Wouldn't that be awesome? However, if his long-term outlook for XRP remains extremely bullish, so he remains extremely bullish. Extremely bullish, it says. So, and ours does too. Just because price is going down doesn't mean there's a huge difference between price and value. We dropped this in the file section at Market Misfits. Y'all be sure to check out this analogy that we dropped into the Market Misfits in the file section. Also check out the guide section for additional training. He sees these early weeks of 2024 as a period of accumulation, suggesting that investors would have time to procure XRP tokens at low prices this year. So this is super. Try not to get excited about stuff, but when markets start dropping and fear starts rising, then those are golden indicators for us. So this has been what's been happening with the Bitcoin ETFs and the XRP ETFs and all this stuff have been all over the mainstream news. To see prices go down, this is something that we're very prepared for. He noted that he would call attention to the appropriate entry upon the confirmation of support. The analyst sees this year as a period of growth for XRP. So despite all of this, what seems to be negative, red stuff, right? I like to look at it like this. If you have like a favorite anything, a favorite car, a favorite pair of shoes, you know, a favorite outfit, a favorite home. What would you do if you saw the price going down on that? Would you be excited, or would you be afraid? I'm pretty sure that you would be excited, and I would be excited. So I am trying to not get too excited, but it's backwards. So a lot of people want to see the prices go up, but when prices go down and fundamentals remain strong, that is super good. Again, not telling anyone to buy or sell anything, but if you saw your favorite house that you had been looking at for years and years and the price was cut in half, what would you do? And as long as the foundation and everything was still strong, you'd be pretty excited. So that's why we're here with this enthusiasm, not to excite and to make people euphoric, but the opposite, to maintain cool and to understand what could be happening as the reasons why this is happening. So let's get into this article. This is from FX Empire. XRP ETF expected to launch in April 2024. BlackRock Grayscale plans revealed. US-based asset management firms are expected to file Ripple XRP ETF applications with the SEC in April 2024. So they're picking this date because there's a good chance that at the end of April in 2024 that the judge will finally seal the deal on the entire case of XRP. So, and keep this in mind too, you know, it's just because XRP has been deemed not a security, it's been a stigma to stay away from XRP because it's been delisted and listed so many times, you know, so it's going to take a while for people to really grasp, okay, hey, this is the real deal. And what financial and what large firms are looking for is 100% clearance. So we still have those institutional sales looming around. Let's continue on with this and we'll take a look at the price action. US-based asset management firms are expected to file Ripple XRP ETF applications with the SEC in April 2024 with a possible launch before the end of the year. Key insights. US-based asset management firms are expected to submit filings for XRP ETF applications within the SEC in April 2024 with a possible launch before the end of the year. BlackRock is set to spearhead the ETF campaign, according to prominent crypto influencer BitBoy Ben Armstrong. So, you know, this is coming from him. He's been known as a loopy, people have called him all kinds of names, scammers, this and that, you know. So this is again in Grayscale, no pun intended. Grayscale recently included XRP in its GDLC fund. We covered this last week. Following the ruling by a U.S. district judge that XRP is not a security, further token the ETF speculations. According to recent media claims, the likes of BlackRock and Grayscale are expected to lead the XRP ETF campaign, with an application expected as early April 2024. Influencer BitBoy Armstrong lifts the veil on XRP ETF plans, citing, so this is speculation, you guys. This isn't 100% for sure. Again, you know, take it for what it is. Citing, sometimes they'll put conflicting news out there, and to think that the Illuminati hasn't made it into YouTube, this is a little bit off subject, but the fact that actors are now on YouTube, you don't think that they're paying them to put out bullish signals as they drop the market, then it's time for a wake-up call. They definitely are on YouTube, and they present YouTubers with opportunities the same way that they would people in Hollywood. So this is very important to understand how the banks manipulate people, influencers, actors, into putting out not derogatory, but conflicting information as to what their plans may be, because they want liquidity for their orders. So they're going to put out bullish news and they're going to drop the market and they're going to collect that liquidity. Advocates argued that having legal clarity as a non-security in court ruling last year, XRP deserves a similar spot ETF. Armstrong, echoing the sentiments within the community, emphasized that this legal clarity does increase the likelihood of an ETF launch. Notably, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with over 8.5 trillion assets under management, AUM, and a key player in the push for a Bitcoin ETF, is expected to lead the launch of the XRP ETF, according to BitBoy. Okay, so according to BitBoy. So I'm seeing him as under the influence of another entity unseen. Tell me what you think in the comments. Grayscale has reincluded XRP in its fund. So we talked about this previously too. We're just going to touch on this real quick and then take a look at the chart. On January 5th, Grayscale Investments issued an official statement confirming that it reincluded XRP as a component asset in its Grayscale digital large cap fund. So this comes after 2 years hiatus sparked by the SEC's long running lawsuit against Ripple. In the official statement, the asset manager noted that it's now allocated about 9.6 million or 2.54% of its 378 million GDLC fund towards XRP. Grayscale's decision to reintroduce the digital asset to its digital large cap fund after 2 years absence has not impacted price significantly. In the 48 hours that followed the news, the price remained muted, consolidating above the 55-cent territory. Nevertheless, this defining move by the asset manager reversing a 2020 decision to remove XRP from its fund in response to the SEC lawsuit against Ripple has fueled speculation about the potential for an ETF. The actualization of such an ETF remains largely uncertain. Despite a resurgence in overall cryptocurrency prices, XRP has struggled to maintain steady upward momentum. The sixth largest cryptocurrency, which had been anticipated to experience a significant rise following Judge Annalisa Torres' ruling back in July 2023, continues to face challenges. At time of writing, CoinMarketCap data, XRP is trading at 55 cents, reflecting a 1.26 increase in the past 24 hours. However, in the weekly time frame, the token has declined by 8.59%, with more than a 12% decrease in the past 30 days. So this, again, this seems like it is conflicting. We're reading all this bullish news for XRP, but we come over here and we look at the chart. Here is that triangle on the weekly time frame that guy is talking about. This is what we have been looking at. Specifically, what we're looking for are for these lows to be breached right here again. And honestly, would not be surprised and prepare for a complete devastation of price. So you can see we broke below this support. It was around 61.5 cents. We broke below, but the supporting trend caught us right here. So it looks like we're about to continue down. This is a bearish signal considering the wick is larger than the body on this candle from last week. We're going to have to see how this plays, but we're going to be watching this trend right here very closely to see if we get a close past here on the week. Let's take a look at the daily. We're going to scale through these time frames really fast, and then so this is what we were looking at here. And so he had his like this. I'm seeing it more as an equidistant triangle, but doesn't really matter. We got a break below right here. Here's the march back up to 62 cents that we just covered in the article right here. We got rejection at the resisting trend here. Nice rejections. We got a nice rejection yesterday. So this is bearish. This is like a gravestone doji. So this wick on top of this candle right here. Let me get rid of this. This wick right here is showing strong rejection from up here. Okay, so on the daily, we're looking for a break below 55 cents. Let's break this 55 cents and get the lower prices. That's what I'm thinking. Let's get below the 50. Let's get below 40 cents. Again, part of their game, the biggest part of their game is deception. So if this is for institutional use only, then they're going to try to scare the crap out of everyone holding XRP to get them to sell. So I wouldn't doubt to see a huge drop. The nature of this channel right here is looking bearish. We covered this several times. So overall, despite having drawn through some candle bodies here, we can do it like this. This is a rising channel. We have not seen impulses. We have not seen an impulse out of here, and this is what you're looking for. But typically not with this type of price action. So we have missed the resistance trend up here, and we are down here at the supporting trend. So will we get a double bottom and come up out of here? Off of speculation, how we saw with the Bitcoin ETF, or are we going to go down and close out some of these monthly fair value gaps that we looked and talked about earlier? So, or will we get a rejection, price push back up and clear out some lows and go ridiculously low for XRP? This will be the very, very best case scenario. You got to take your emotions out of the game and realize what the narrative is and why they push these things and why we see price react in the way that we do a lot of the times. So again, everything's up for speculations, not financial advice, but this is a likely scenario. We'll leave it at that. Don't buy or sell anything just because we're talking about it here. We're just sharing our insights, so that it helps to have other people's insights to help form your own conclusions. So here's the triangle again. Now we are on the 1 hour. So we had this consolidation right here. We broke out the top and then we broke out the bottom on the hour for intraday. Boom, you can see it right here. So wiped out. We went over this yesterday on the call with the XRP dump. So this was a false breakout. Now we got breakout down below. We just reached down to a low of 56.868 cents. So looking to bust out of the bottom of this. Would love to see this wick covered up and see a hourly close down below 46 cents. That would be amazing. But anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for this one. If y'all have any questions or anything, just reach out and holler over and join the Market Misfits. We will leave a link in the description so that you can come over here. And when you do, make sure to come and check out the files section. We have detailed analysis on some of the top projects, and then also the guide section where we have a training course on the beginning of learning of how to read charts, market cycles, and everything based off of the Wyckoff method. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys. If you have any questions, just send a message, drop a comment, and we will see y'all on the next one. See ya.